Hi everyone, welcome to DIY Ideas. This is part 2 of the upcycling video. So making boring bland t-shirts more interesting and unique. And for today's video, so last time I showed you one bigger idea and this time I'm showing you two, so to say, smaller ones. My first idea for this video is this cropped lace effect. So I think it really looks nice, it really looks feminine. If you have a pretty piece of lace, you can definitely use that, and it definitely makes it different and makes it unique. So you see I let it fray here on the bottom so that it looks nice as well, so I kept that, and this is going to be super easy to do even if you're a complete beginner. You will need just a couple of things, so your t-shirt of course, and some lace in any color or shape as you wish. Then I have some bias tape here, either matching the shirt or matching the lace, whichever you like. And then of course we're gonna need some pins and fabric scissors. So here is my t-shirt. It's a bit longer, so my first step is gonna be to crop it there where I want it to be. So for that, you first want to try it out and mark where you want to cut it short, and that's what I'll do now, as well as fix the edge by pushing it a bit to the inside and doing a stitch there to make it neater. T-shirts usually have the twin stitch, so you can do that if you have the needles and if you want to practice, or you can always do a regular stitch if you don't want to risk it or if you don't have the option to do twin stitch. So here is a regular stitch to show you that it can be definitely done this way as well, so either way, whichever you prefer. So if you want to try the twin stitch out, feel free to. And yeah, you see here the lace that I did. I cut it out the way that I wanted it. So I want it in this kind of corset shape. Just kind of matching the body line, so to speak, with 2 points here and the lace cleavage. So you see the shape that I did. It's my plan for today, but of course you can do it up to the top all the way and do it to the edges here, or you can do just a straight line here, so that's completely up to you. In my case, the lace had a lovely bottom edge, so I left it as it is, and on top as well as on the sides, I have some fraying going on, so that's where we do our bias tape to prevent that. So I'll take it from this end right here, up and over the entire edge, all the way to the other end on the other side, and that way it's gonna look nice and neat. I could use white or black bias tape, and in my case I'll use white this time. So you have two options. You can simply put it over this like that. I'll show you. So just open it up and simply push the lace inside or in between the two ends and just do a stitch along the middle. Or you can do the other version, of course, which is first open the one edge nicely and align it with the edge and stitch along the edge of the lace. And then you fold it like this and stitch over it again. I'll do it that way because then I can't make mistakes because nothing slips. If you don't have a lot of experience, I definitely recommend doing the one side and then the other. So just align the two edges nicely, make sure it's all neat, and stitch here and make sure that your pretty side is on top in case you have different sides. Now I'll fold it over like this so that it looks neat on the outside. There we go. And now I pinned it onto my t-shirt, and I'll show you a close-up. On the side, I really went with the stitch of the t-shirt, and also take care that you only do this with the front side and not the back side of your t-shirt. So I pinned it so that I can stitch it up, and that's gonna be my last step. Along the edges of the bias tape, so on top and the sides, and the bottom I'll leave as it is, and then we will be completely done. And our shirt is already done. So we did a cropped version and a laced version in 2 different parts. And I think I like this one better because I just really like the lace that I have. But of course, both ideas are fun to make, and it just depends on your own personal style. So if you do this, let me know what you changed up, if you did it exactly the way I did it, if you found it difficult or not, what you liked the best, or what you found the most difficult or the most easy step to do. And yeah, let's get to the other idea. So my last idea for this time is to do a power or another word or phrase here on top, and here to do this shoelace effect. So I think it looks pretty cool and it's super easy to do. So we cut in and we make little holes to take the shoelace or rope or band through from one side to the other. I think it looks really cool, and yeah, it's definitely really easy to do. I did it in the simplest way possible, but you can of course vary. You need your basic t-shirt that you want to upcycle, then some pins and fabric scissors, and here my shoelace. Any other band will work too, and something to punch the holes in your t-shirt, and in my case I'll just use a regular hole puncher. This t-shirt I also cropped, and I won't do a seam on this time. So on the bottom, stretchy fabrics tend to roll up anyway if they aren't seamed, and they don't fray at all. So I think it's good as it is. And then I will cut 2 times across the front section here. So you can make them close or you can make them far from the side, and I made sure I did it symmetrically. So I took about 14 centimeters, or that's 5.5 inches. So 14 centimeters from the edge here, that's where I cut through, and the same of course on the other side. And you can also choose how long you want these cuts to be, but they are going to make the shirt a bit tighter. Now we will take our cuts and fold the edges inwards, and then we will do just a stitch on top along both of the edges, and that way it's going to be a bit more stable on here and easier to control. Same with the other cut, so I'll do that really quick and then I'll be back. So now you should have something like this, so you can kind of see it, I think. So where it's folded and a little bit thicker, so that's where our holes are gonna go. It's best if you have the proper tools for it. So in this case, it would be called an eyelet tool, but since I don't have that, I can do the same with a hole puncher. So just holes around or along the edge, and then we will go with our shoelace through them, and we'll kind of weave in or braid a nice effect that way. And here is my braided look. I pulled it tight, but you can of course do it looser so that you have a bit looser result. That way you would be showing a little bit more skin as well. But either way, I think it looks super, super nice. So this step is done, and you could actually wear it as it is. So this is definitely an option already. Or you can do a really nice design with a textile marker, a word, a phrase. Here in the middle of the front section, you can draw something on here. So that's what I'll show you next, but you can of course leave it this way as well and just wear it as it is. Make sure you put some cardboard or something thicker between the front and back so that you don't, while you draw, have marks on the back. And my last idea is now done. So you see how we made a sports t-shirt into a really pretty t-shirt. I have power on here, but you can of course do whatever you like. So depending on what you want to use it for and what your end result will be. I love the design, so I love the braided look. I think it looks really unique, and you can even customize it and make it different each time. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to shoot a thumbs up. If you'd like, you can let me know which idea was your favorite. And you can always push the subscribe button, and that way stay updated with all of our new videos. So thanks for watching DIY Ideas. I'll see you next time. Bye!